From London, England, where the Queen lives.
Recorded live from an underground bunker and packaged into an MP3 with a pretty little picture. Helping to kickstart your day with the motivation and inspiration you need 365 days a year. This is the Learn, Develop, Live podcast. And this is your host, Chris Jaggs.
Good morning and welcome to the Learn, Develop, Live weekly podcast. I am Chris Jaggs, host, producer, director and creator of the Learn, Develop, Live method. I want to help you identify that pain you have, that little issue that's niggling you, develop that incredible new habit to tackle it, and then, wait for it, you're going to be able to smash it right out of the park and live your life not better, but on a much higher level. Because, hey, you're already incredible. And that incredibleness, is that a word? I'll have to look it up later, is inside you and it's waiting to be released on the world. We just need you on that path to greatness, and once you get yourself moving in that new direction, wow, you are going to be grateful you even believed in yourself to get started. And you'll be grateful that you believed in yourself enough to actually let your full potential be fulfilled. It really is just a matter of time. Now, before we get right into this, let's have those all important messages and we can dive right in.
The Learn, Develop, Live podcast, getting you ready for your next big adventure.
That's a really big deal.
The Learn, Develop, Live podcast. Enjoy.
Welcome back. Now, before we dive into this, I have an update. Incredibleness is a real word. It's not just another crazy thing in my head. And it basically means the quality of being incredible. So there you go. I hope that has enlightened someone's life. Okay, let's get into this then. Now, how things can change. How you can change your own life in 30 days. Now, to be blunt, there is one thing that is guaranteed in this world. You will at some point die. I know, now let's not sugarcoat this. It's going to happen. Well, unless tomorrow they tell us that we can all live with our heads in a glass bottle like they do in Futurama. Then yes, it is a certainty. Sorry if you didn't know. Now, with that said, with the time we do have on this planet, how do you make the most of it? How do you get what you want from life while you still can? How do you put yourself in a position of having the most pleasure in your life while you still can and not have the path of the same issues that affect you every single day? Now, for a start, you need to work out where can you add the most value to the world and how you can help the most people. And of course, answer the better questions that are out there. When you solve bigger problems, not only do you achieve more and leave a positive effect on more people, but you'll also make more money, if that's what your goal is. The flip side is, the smaller the problems you solve, the smaller the reward. But still, it is a reward at the end of it all. Now let's have an example here, because, well, they work, don't they? Let's think about the supermarket. Now, it used to be, and still is in some, get all the stuff you want in the basket or a trolley, go to the checkout, lob it on the conveyor belt, maybe not the glass bottles, and then wait your turn to pay. I'm sure it's not just me, but I always seem to get stuck behind the people, that take ages to get themselves sorted, packed and paid for, and I've got 4,000 questions to ask the person on the till who's trying to keep his queue down. Fast forward now, and you can go into any of the big stores and give them a whole list of new ways to shop. Scan your stuff as you go along, click and collect, the dreaded self-service checkouts with the most said sentence of unexpected item in bagging area. Please remove the item. Blah, blah, blah. And the latest thing, you can even get stuff delivered via courier. I know. All of these new ways of shopping are designed to help speed up and make your shopping experience more convenient and save time. As I said earlier, to some people, one of the new ways of shopping has solved a big or a small problem for them. Unless, of course, you're stuck at the self-service checkout and the thing's telling you that you've not put your item on the weighing scales and you got to wait for someone to come and reset the whole thing. Anyway, first world problems, eh? Now, if you think of people that used to bag pack for you at the end of the checkout, that's great. But hey, I can do this part myself. Also, this isn't solving a huge problem. Why not have this person go and fill an empty shelf instead? So someone can buy something that they actually need. That person coming in because their baby has run out of nappies will have, at the time, a huge problem solved, when they can pick up that brand new bag of fresh nappies in the correct size for their bouncing bundle of joy. A bigger problem solved though could be that if you want to start a company that can pick me up from the supermarket, drive me home, and all I had to do was open an app on my phone and pay you through the app, then you are solving a huge problem for so many. And of course, it's not just trying to get home from your trips to shops that you want help with. If you can remember when we weren't in lockdown, and once upon a time, restaurants, pubs, bars, clubs were all open until the very early hours of the day, a lot of people would need to get home, weren't feeling their best, a little bit too much of the booze. Imagine if you need to order a taxi to get you home, but you have no money on you. But wait, I have an app on my phone and it lets me order a car and normally arrive to me in under 10 minutes, and I can pay via the app. Result. Thank you, Uber. I actually remember Uber getting me and my little family home Christmas Day evening. It was about 10:30 and it was under £10. Considering it was Christmas Day, that is incredible value. Obviously, we do now have many other services like Uber, Lyft, Bolt, Ola, all providing a great service, and like anything else in the world, the more companies that provide the service, the better for the customer. Not only does this provide us with so much choice of who you like to use, but it also drives the price down of the services. Keeps it competitive. Now back to using that app to order a car to pick me up. The convenience is just that. I can order that car when I need it, or even ahead of time, so it's ready for when I want it at that exact moment. So where's the biggest winner for you from a service like Uber, Bolt, etc.? Well, even if you have all the money in the world, all the fortune and the fame, the one thing you can't buy, but certainly do gain back from a service like this, is time. The service has now given back a non-renewable resource, and that's given us back time. And this is a great example of something that can give back to you, can give you back something which is not renewable. That alone is reason enough to why you would get paid a load of money. So many people are quite happy to go with the flow, go with what's comfortable, yet when you speak to them, they're just so unhappy. They're miserable, complaining non-stop about their job despite being happy, or so not it seems, just to settle with it. These are the same people who really have to try and drag themselves out of bed every single morning to start or feel anxious on that Sunday evening knowing that the dreaded Monday is just tomorrow. But these people are also very often the same people that will spend their evening just watching mindless TV or scrolling themselves through Facebook. There was a small comparison chart I saw a while back, and it had like a price comparisons list. People would say they can't afford to pay £1,000 for a training course, that would further them as a person, and who knows what opportunities that would lead them to, but they can afford the £1,000 for a brand new phone. They also don't have time to learn something from a YouTube video. There is so much to learn on that thing. But they can spend a few hours a week watching the cute little animal videos on YouTube. Did you know there are 1,440 minutes in a single day, but a lot of people won't give their body just 20 minutes, just go for a walk outside or a run. But of course, they can happily fill their body with fatty foods. #lifestyle choices. Now I get it. Maybe you do have a regular job right now. Maybe it's minimum wage to help pay the bills, and there is absolutely no problem with that whatsoever, especially as it gives you the platform to start to go and make something big for yourself. If you're trying to get out there to launch a product or a service, that is simply not going to happen successfully overnight, and it will take time, especially if you want to try and get it to the best standard you can at the very beginning. Think about how many products you've seen out there, even that you've bought yourself, where someone has taken an existing product and made it even better, which enhances your life somehow. Now I'm going to use an example of an air fryer, as that's the latest thing I've been looking at myself. Now basically, you're taking the model of a chip pan fryer with all the unhealthy and greasy oil, but making the frying process a lot healthier, quicker and cleaner with an air fryer. Taking the product from one stage to the next level, evolution. And really, that is exactly what you do every day when you look to learn something, improve your health, become more productive. You are evolving. If you can remember a few months ago, we looked at the evolution of social media. Stuff has to happen first before it can evolve and get to where it is right now. The first selfie was actually taken in 1839, the first telephone, 1890, and the radio, 1891. Do you use all those things today? So you had to start somewhere. But more recently, 6 Degrees was the very first social media platform. Never heard of it myself before this, but it lasted 4 years, and then someone takes the idea and puts their own spin on it. LinkedIn arrives a year later. MySpace in 2003, Facebook 2004, and in 2005, the giant of YouTube, and so on. Each time, someone has taken part of an idea that is already out there and made it their own. The idea evolves each time. How can you take an idea and make it better? What could you take that's already out there and make even better for customers? These are the same customers that are waiting to buy it themselves. They just don't even know about it yet. Think about what problem there is out there that you could actually solve for someone. Take all of what you heard today and think about it. In 30 days, your life could skyrocket. And I know there'll be doubters, but come on. This stuff happens every single day. So why not happen to you? If you put in the time, put in the effort, and really chase something down, it will happen for you. There'll be bumps along the way, but there is no such thing, and let's end the word right now. Failure is no longer a word. Let's go with, there is no failure, only feedback. Simple. Oh, and if time is an issue, I'm sure you could dedicate 2 or 3 hours a day, switch off Netflix for a change. If you dedicated 3 hours a day to your dream, that's what, 90 hours a month. Oh, quick maths. We both know that you'll be able to get something created in that time. Start now. Are you ready to change your life? Then so am I. Can we see how the Learn, Develop, Live method can help you unlock that problem or that issue that you have right now? If you're low on confidence, you want to be more assertive, if you want to finally launch that dream of yours, book your slot on the calendar at www.ldlcall.com and you can start to level up today. Let's speak soon, and I'll see you on the next one.
Goodbye.
What? It's over already?
All over.
Thank you for listening to the Learn, Develop, Live podcast. I hope you feel as warm, motivated, and fuzzy inside as I do. You can connect with Chris at LearnDevelopLive.com or on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter.
I won't say goodbye. I'll just say until we meet again.
Until next time, join the motivation.